This is Rob Cairns. I'm the founder, CEO, and chief creator of Amazing Ideas at Stunning Digital Marketing. In today's podcast, I'm going to sit down and explain to you which two digital marketing assets that you own for your business and which ones you don't. And this is really important because you should be leveraging the assets that you own more than the ones you don't. So grab a coffee, sit back, relax, and enjoy the podcast. Hey everybody, Rob Cairns here. Today I wanted to talk about something that marketers really don't understand, even people in the marketing field, let alone the small business. And that's many of their marketing assets are being done on what we call rented land. And that's land you really don't own, or a site you don't own. So let's dive deep into this. First of all, what is rented land? As I said earlier in the intro, it's stuff that you don't own. So Facebook, Google Ads, Quora, LinkedIn, they are all examples of rented land. You really don't own them. And frankly, you don't own the audience. You're just allowed to use it. And one of the risks in marketing of using strictly rented land is the rules change. And they can change at whim. All Facebook's got to do is change its algorithm. Change its look like it's done again. Change whatever it wants to change. And there's nothing you can do about it. So what do I suggest as an experienced marketer that you do? I would sit down and concentrate on the two assets you do own. One is your website. And if you don't have a website for your business, you better get one now. You're way behind the time. And two, it's your email list. Those two things you own. You have control of what you put on your website. You have control of the look and feel of your website. You have control what services you put. The same thing for your email list. You have control on what kinds of emails you send your clients, prospective clients, and readers. And I've heard it all in the last while. Oh, millennials don't look at email. Not true. They tend to look at it on a mobile device. That's a whole new discussion. I run an email list of almost 10,000 people, and I get open rates typically way above my industry standard, which is 5 to 10%. And I'm getting open rates of 50 to 60% on a regular basis. I've even seen open rates as high as 95% on certain emails. That's amazing, don't you think? And one of the reasons I do so well with my email list, frankly, is I treat my list with a lot of respect. And that's really important. But that's a whole new conversation, and actually one I'm going to start on in this week's newsletter. So if you, frankly, don't have the newsletter or don't get it, run on over to stunningdigitalmarketing.com, scroll down the bottom of the main page, and sign up now. And make sure you don't miss any of these. And by the way, if you missed this episode, shoot me a DM on Facebook or on Twitter and say, hey Rob, I didn't get signed up in time. I'd really like to see that issue. That issue will probably drop sometime today. So, you'll want to get on that. But if you have a problem, let me know. Be glad to help you out. So, the thing about the email list is you set the rules. You set how you're going to send it. You choose the service and so on. The same thing for the website. These are all things which you control. So the best bit of advice I have is work on those things. They're also a long-term game. So on your website, you can do things like SEO. That's a 6 to an 8 month payback. It's a long-term game. You can do things like build up an email list, build up trust. That can take years. I've worked on my list for years, and keep that in mind. So what I'm suggesting is not to abandon the rented land approach, but you need to do both. And you need to make sure you certainly working on your website, your email list. And by the way, that means I don't set up my website and then I set it and forget it. What that really means is I set my website and I keep working on it every day. So you take the website at stunningdigitalmarketing.com. I'm currently working on making changes to that site. I've updated several pages. I've been trying to get it done by the end of the summer. Well, here we are at September 2nd and it's not done. And I'm going to push hard to get it done because it needs to be. And we need to get it set right. So remember, 2 things you own: your mailing list and your website. And everything else in the digital marketing world, most of it is rented land. And be careful when you use rented land. As always, Rob Cairns, founder, CEO, and chief creator of Amazing Ideas at Stunning Digital Marketing. Hope you're all doing well, especially during the pandemic. If you want to reach out to me, please email me, vip@stunningdigitalmarketing.com, phone 416-624-7647, or you can tweet at me at Rob Cairns. I'd be glad to help you out in any way. You want to find me on other social media platforms besides Twitter, jump on over to their website, scroll down the bottom, they're all in the footer. Follow me. I'd be glad to say hello, say you saw the podcast or heard the podcast, and tell me what you think. Love to hear from you. As always, please stay safe during COVID-19. It's tough times. We're all in this together. This podcast is dedicated to my late father, Bruce Cairns. I miss you, Dad. And keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars and make your business succeed. Have an amazing day, everybody. Talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.